Welcome back, listeners, to Vaesen Behind the Masks. We welcome once again Jim, Blake, and Sharon, who are joining us for the next session. So I think where we left it last week, we had an interesting discussion with a theologian who revealed some things about the Order of Nazarene and the church on the Plague Island and the possible existence of a reliquary. And I guess that's where we left it. So here we are once again. What do people want to do?
I think Bennett is trying to figure out how you look into a black market.
Yes, we should bid
Google the black
good
market.
doctor or the kind theologian goodbye, and yeah, consider how one gets in touch with the dodgier elements. I don't think. Well,
If only the doctor knew a bunch of prostitutes.
Yeah, I'm like, Agatha doesn't know like how the dodgy element exactly works. I mean, she knows the prostitutes, of course, but she doesn't know that the doctor is very.
I mean, does anyone truly ever know a prostitute?
Yes, but isn't the doctor also in the shit list of some very, very dodgy sorts? Not that Agatha knows this.
Not that Agatha knows it.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I think you might get more help from the prostitutes.
I also think you might get more help from Severino, given he's a bit dodgy himself. But hey,
well, that's where I was. That's where Bennett was going to go. He's like, well, the most unscrupulous person he knows is.
Or Agatha did make nice with those very, very legitimate young men selling unicorn horn in the
That's a pretty good one.
In the palazzo.
They're not the black market. They're just tinkers.
No, but they're dodgy.
Bennett is going to go back to the villa for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Agatha will go back to the villa.
Back to the villa it is. Back to the Batcave.
Severino's in the library looking up the name of the demon thing, that rural spirit thing that Umbra mentioned and Severino's player has forgotten.
Give me a roll, sir.
Learning? I'm guessing. Yep, that'll do.
Yes.
1.
Okay. But this is its name and this is how you pronounce it. Because it sure as hell ain't English.
So this is how we butcher it. Habergeist.
Habergeist. Okay.
Okay, so you rolled a 1, which is successful. Yay, Severino can read. Happy days. So
that doesn't sound Italian.
Oh, my bad. Severino. I slipped into Bogan for a second there. It happens.
Fanelaria.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right, children, let's get into this. So between you reading a book on this creature and Umbra filling in a few of the little details that the book omits, you kind of start to develop a bit of a picture of this thing. So the way it kind of worked is Umbra worked for the Habergeist. He was like a minion entity to this big bad demon. And the Habergeist is a big bad demon that stalks the grain fields of Austria, which is not too far from here. It's just across the border.
Yeah.
Umbra's task, Umbra's role in that little damaging relationship, he was to lure people and animals, especially children,
Jeez.
from the field to the Habergeist, where they could be devoured and drained of their blood.
Right.
I mean, everyone's got to have a day job.
During the Austrian War, the Hartbergites had a glut of food.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Umbra chose to escape. That's where you found him. Because you were also escaping the very same war, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Now that that war has ended, the Hartbergites wants Umbra back. It needs to feed. And it wants that damn pesky little demon that ran from him.
Misses the old days.
It
Right.
misses the good old days.
Hmm.
Umbra's a traitor. And the Hartbergites wants retribution. It would torture Umbra for its failure and cowardice.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Good. Now, do you understand why Umbra's a quivering mess?
Thought it was just my manly musk. All right. Hmm.
So that's what you have been
Yeah.
learning.
I'll be in the library reading and dipping bits of my toast in boiled eggs, having a late breakfast.
Yeah, sure, you can definitely do that. So that will take you probably a couple of hours to maybe a little bit longer by the time you get through the books and you get through Umbra's inane little chattering to get to the truth of the matter. But yes, you are now host to a child-luring demon that would feed it to a bigger demon. And the bigger demon's coming.
Pig of the XP.
Bigger the XP. Umbra speaks to you.
We really should go. Really should.
You said we were safer here.
Yeah, we are safe. Don't know how safe is safe.
Well, we're already dealing with another demon, so yeah. Well, we need to consider some options. Well, at least
Options. The only option I have is getting the hell out of here and going south. Far, far, far south.
Where there's not a field crop to be seen anywhere.
well, I'd like to help you defeat this thing, but if you just want me to find someone that's unconscious and you can jump in them and off you go, you know, what do you want?
You can defeat it? Do you think you can defeat a demon?
I can help you.
You mean on my own? No. But we've got Agatha.
Well, Agatha, maybe.
Who's got like holy stuff. I don't know. I didn't go to church.
Umbra's like, we're doomed.
Didn't say he was a rocket scientist. All right. I'm considering my options, and he's just chilling in the library. I guess it's about lunchtime now, so.
You're chilling in the library. Awesome.
I think, yeah, you just hear at some point Bennett's voice from behind say, "Did you find anything?"
Yeah, it's sort of, yes. I found something, but not to do with the plague island. I was checking something else. Would you like some of this vinegar poultice? It's very good.
It's even better on the salad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I thought that was your lunch, and that was you. I didn't realize that was you I was smelling. And he just moves past you and opens the window. Very kind of you, but no. We spent the day, me and Miss Hartwell. We spoke to a priest and then an academic in the field, and we believe we know roughly what was taken. And now it's just a matter of trying to find it.
So, is what was taken that will help us fight the babu thing, or will it help us lure it back to the island?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Just following one step at a time. But I feel like it's the right direction.
Okay, so we need to find it, and then we'll figure out what to do after that.
Yes. I mean, we're dealing with, we've stepped into the realm of holy relics of the church, so I no longer know where truth and theory collide.
Mm,
Nevertheless, there was something there of some significance, and it is not there now.
right.
And
Okay.
Bennett will explain like that it's the reliquary of St. Giles, and say we think. Well, one of my theories is that it was taken to be sold.
Oh, so it's like valuable and someone didn't realize the religious significance. They just wanted to get some money.
Potentially, I'm still not 100% convinced it's not the opposite of that. Someone understood the religious significance and didn't care about the money. But
Okay.
we
So
won't-
we definitely know it was stolen. When we think the
We think.
Babu thing has reacted to that,
we definitely know that.
but we don't know
think
why it was stolen and its direct effect on the Babu. Okay, cool. Right.
So I don't suppose you have any contacts that would know about something as valuable as that being traded through Venice.
You talking about merchants and stuff, or?
Merchants of a sort. I do not mean to offend, of course, Severino. You just seem like a man who has a breadth of experiences and contacts.
He's just looking at you blankly.
The black market, good sir.
Oh, well, people that might know would be those prostitutes. The ones you come in and go to your clinic and stuff. They might know. I don't buy a lot of illegal things, but they might know somebody who does.
I was going to say, Severino, you may not know the black market, but you would know probably where to go to find out about the black market.
Yeah.
Like, of everyone, you've got the best
Yeah. Okay.
understanding of how that all works.
I'm thinking it's not going to be at midday. It's probably going to be in the darker hours of the day or anything. So.
Generally an after lunch sort of deal. Black market.
Well, we might have an evening outing.
Oh, they always go so splendidly.
Yes, indeed.
I am sure the last evening outing resulted in us appearing on suddenly mountainside in the middle of winter.
No, we
With
had
a
one after
goddess
that to the
who was
Plague
a
Island. That was at
little-
night, didn't? Oh no, that was during
No,
the day.
that was during the day, like our last evening outing, and yeah, involved us pissing off a
Yeah.
goddess.
Well, we're still kind of on the case.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't
Uh.
all piss her off, just Bennett.
I don't think she took it personally. She
The bit where
understood.
she was yelling
I
at
think-
us kind of
I
made me
think
think
she understood
did.
I was simply questioning
Everything.
the moral complexity of the situation.
I think that was the bit that made her angry. But anyway.
She's winter. She has no moral complexity.
Well, nevertheless, we should be careful dealing with people that skirt the law.
Yes, definitely.
Kettle black.
Shh, shh.
Pots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, Bennett's just quoting his own experiences there.
If it makes you feel better, Severina's a much bigger pot than that. All right. So we'll go for evening outing to talk to people about the black market, which means the afternoon you can do whatever.
Break time. Does anyone want
Yeah.
to do anything in the afternoon?
I guess Bennett is curious about other examples, or if there are other examples of religious relics or the relics of saints being connected to Vaesen in any way.
Oh, God. Give me a learning roll.
2 successes.
The answer is yes, but it's rare. It usually happens in instances, particularly, like, think about the Roman army. The Roman army comes into a old kingdom. They take over the kingdom. Part of the assimilation process is they take in some of the deities. They ingest some of the folklore into their culture. It makes assimilation easier. It helps with compliance. It was just strategy that they used. So there would have been some circumstances, not commonly, but there would have been some circumstances where maybe original god or a goddess may become conflated with maybe a saint several hundred years down the track, and then they might have been attached to a relic, if that makes sense.
So they're
Yeah,
a
makes-
Christmas tree.
So the answer is yes in certain circumstances, but quite rare and very obscure.
Okay. Yeah, I think that kind of leads Bennett to be curious about if he can find patterns that match what St. Giles supposedly did before he supposedly did it in Venice. You know, almost like see if he can find that the Vaesen that could potentially have been conflated with the Saint. But I don't think that's as important to him right now as just the proof that this pattern has happened.
Yeah.
Has Agatha, because she still has a preoccupation that is not necessarily related to the current circumstances, has she received any correspondence back relating to her communications requesting any information of the whereabouts of
About the siblings.
the siblings? Yeah, I'm not going to even try and butcher it.
Cesare and Lucrezia. And you just get some little tidbits, and it's nothing you haven't really heard before. Their mother is Caterina Sforza. She was residing at a house in Venice with a family, with well-known aristocratic family of Venice. There was some rumors that they remember her being pregnant with the younger girl, but the boy just turned up out of nowhere. It was really quite odd. And the other thing that was quite striking, he didn't talk. No one heard him talk for a very, very long time. And then when he did, he had a weird accent. Couldn't quite place it. It certainly wasn't Venetian. It wasn't even Northern Italian. Something. But it's nothing they had heard before. But apparently the boy came good.
Yes, but being sent to Scotland to have a illegitimate child will do that. So is the mother deceased? Has that come in any of the information? Or...
There's no information either way.
Okay, cool. Agatha will send out more letters going, I'd wish to speak to the mother. So yes, that's her afternoon, more writing of letters, more imposing on her acquaintances information.
Okay. Anything else? Are we all happy?
Can I do an activity to heal my physical condition? Maybe with maybe Severino can sort of teach him a couple of don't know, like I remember thinking like
Had enough time to do that? That's my question.
yeah, it says you can. It doesn't really specify how long the activity needs to be.
No, it
other than You
doesn't.
can do it one per day.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Haven't we got a
Yeah.
garden that helps with stuff? You can
We
like
do.
relax in there.
That's for mental, I think. Just got this pesky physical condition. Heal
Agatha,
anyone else's physical condition.
Agatha does have a grand total of 1 in medicine, so she could potentially kiss your boo-boos.
Well,
As the limit of
the reason I like the reason I like as tempting as that is, the reason I like the idea of doing the activity is because I don't think Bennett actually wants to admit or reveal that he has been physically wounded. So by, I don't know, doing some like close
So-
quarters training with Severino, maybe he could sort of.
How's
Yeah.
that going to fix your wound, though?
Well, it's
And
not. It's not going to heal the wound per se, but I guess it's going to remove the like worst of it, the stiffening.
Yeah.
The stiffness of it is the idea. I mean,
Okay.
realistically, if I need to heal being stabbed in the gut, it's going to take a long while. And if that's the way we want to do it, I'm fine with it.
Nah, it's fine. It's the game systems. It works well, and then like everything.
I mean,
it's
honestly,
different.
I don't mind having the physical condition.
No.
If
No, it's all right. You guys can do your thing, and
it's gonna fail any physical challenges with or without the condition. So
exactly that's what I figure.
yeah. Maybe do that thing where it's like, what do you do when someone's got a gun pointing at you? Like,
I was thinking more like limbering up and stretches so you don't sort of pull one of your limbs out of joint or sprain yourself or something. It's Yeah,
that's probably the difference between what Bennett thought he was going to get from the experience versus Severina being like, well, let's just try stretches for now.
Yeah, like we may well get into a fight tonight, so let's like limber up and stretch and make sure we're ready and we're sort of good to go.
Yeah.
And you're taking a gun tonight as well.
Yes, yeah. Bennett agrees to that.
Oh, you always carry one, but where we're going, you're going to take one as well.
All right. So yes, you can get rid of that condition.
Yeah.
It's now nighttime. I assume you're going to have your dinner, then head out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had your dinner, and you go out into the
Probably
cold
a bit
Venetian
lighter
night.
dinner than usual.
Just in case you have to run.
Well, that, and if you get hit in the guts, you don't want to void your bowels.
Not a big bowl of gnocchi.
Oh my God, you Aussie. Okay. Yep, cool. Let's go. It's night. Where you want to travel to? What do you want to do?
I'm presuming Agatha's not coming with us. I wouldn't recommend it, but if she wants to, she can.
No, Agatha is being locked up in the study, frantically writing a whole bunch of letters and calling for the messenger.
Interesting. All right, gentlemen. You're on.
Unfortunately, I think she means us. All right.
Severino.
All right. There are some friends, some people that I've talked to before about this sort of stuff. Yeah, where we can find it.
Let's start from the start. You go find an osteria that's probably a bit shadier, one of the more shady ones that you've come across.
Mm-hmm.
And you can walk into there.
Oh, and I'm taking like some salami and cheese because I'm going to dish out a bit as I go.
Soon all the old women are going to be telling tales of the vinegar man walking around at night.
With salami.
Salami.
I think I would have run out by now. I was bathing in that shit, so I think I'd run out of that poultice vinegar stuff by now.
You can always make your own, but anyway.
No. No, that's not a good idea.
So yes, you walk into the scum and villainy osteria. It's a dark little pub. It's a few people in there. Everyone hushes when you walk in. Little glances over top of their mugs as they look at you with suspicion.
Well, sit at the bar and quietly order a drink, whatever the local mouthwash is.
Yep, barkeeper goes, pours you a glass of Genepi and
something that looks like it's from the canal. Yeah.
It looks like it came from a urinal.
That's a step up. We're winning already. Okay.
He looks at you, and he's a bit relaxed with you, but he looks at Bennett and goes, "What's with the square?"
Oh, we were looking at, the markets were a bit boring. We were looking at finding something interesting to buy.
Interesting.
And I'm helping my friend here find something. It's hard to find something memorable that isn't, in a dozen markets. Chug the swill down. Probably drunk worse than the army, so bugger it.
What do you want? And he looks at you, Bennett.
I think Bennett's like looking to Severino like, Not sure what the right thing to say is, but
My dear, to drink. What do you want to drink?
oh, whatever my friend here is.
Whiskey.
Yes, yeah.
Whiskey.
Mm.
He gets the same.
Whatever you've got that's sterile.
He gets the same bottle that he fed Severino and pours you both a shot of urinal water. No, Giuseppe's actually really, really nice. I do like it. So you say you're in the market for something.
Yeah, I'd like to see what's available, or if there's a place with a bunch of stuff, let's go and have a look, you know. We've got a bit of time before Christmas, so I think I have to find a couple of things that are interesting. Something different, you know.
Christmas shopping. If you want to go Christmas shopping, go to the market in San Marcos Square.
Nah, yeah, I don't want that stuff. I want something different, something memorable.
Memorable.
Possibly. Well, there's a couple of people I'm looking for. Some of them, like, sort of, you know, churchy, faith, religious stuff. Others, the other one, like weapons.
Give me a inspiration roll.
Inspiration or manipulation?
Whatever's highest for you.
Oh, that would definitely be manipulation, because I'm deceitful. No, deceptive. It's better.
Nope.
Two successes.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I was rolled so far.
Yeah, I know.
Barkeeper pours you a shot, Bennett pours you a shot, and then he pours himself a shot. I might know someone.
Well, you know, we might have some money. We're interested in getting stuff. We're not, you know.
This guy's got weapons. He's got artifacts. He's got everything. Decent guy too.
The artifacts. I don't want to pick him up and have the paint rub off in my hand. You know, are they decent? You know, like we're here to be serious.
So is he. I don't know.
Sounds good then. That sounds good indeed.
Man you want to speak to is Antonio Malevolo. He's a trader in antiquities. You can find him and he'll tell you which color to go into and which business to go into.
Okay.
He'll be able to help you out.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. To your health.
He knocks it back. Now, the only caveat is you don't screw him over, because then he'll screw me over and then I'm going to screw you over.
No, that's fair. We're not here for trouble. We're here for, you know, mutual benefit.
Excellent. And he pours you another shot. That'll be 10 liter.
Look at Dr.
Yeah.
Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett pays that, and Bennett leaves two full shot glasses that he never drank.
Mind you, he just charged an exorbitant amount. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, you have a name and a location.
All right. Well, we'll wander out. We'll sort of wander about a street, sort of duck around the corner and wait a bit, because I'm expecting to be followed.
Vigilance.
1.
You're being followed. You can't see it.
And wait, what?
See,
What do you mean? Wait, what?
are we being followed, or are we not being followed, or can we not see that we're being followed?
Oh, okay. So, as players, we're being followed, but as characters, we don't know we're being followed.
You're not being followed.
Right.
You're not being
okay,
followed.
cool. All right. We'll go to this Antonio Malevolo.
Malevolo.
Malvolio.
Tony. Fat Tony, okay?
Tony Ravioli.
I was trying so hard not to say Antonio Banderas, but I thought, no.
Oh man, it's just getting worse by the minute. It is late, but you go past the store, and sure enough, there's a light on in the back room, and you can see it coming through the window facing the street.
What does the place look like from the outside? Does it look like an actual store?
It is an actual store. So if you've been past an antique store, just with lots of items just crammed in there, that's what you're looking at. You know, shelves, drawers, it's just everything's
Odds
packed
and
in
ends,
there.
yep.
Yeah. It isn't bric-a-brac, it is proper antiques.
Okay.
It's not cheap rubbish. It's all good stuff in there.
Bennett will sort of stop Severino before you enter and say, what is our actual goal here? Is it simply to find out where it's gone, or to attempt to actually set up a purchase? 'Cause if we are going to try to set up a purchase, we need
Well,
to...
if you can try and find out where it's gone, cool. And or let people know we're looking for it, so then they come and try to kill us. And then we know who's got it.
I'm not so fond of the second strategy. I guess if we're going to try to set up a buy, we'll definitely need to exude quite the wealth, because I can't imagine.
Well,
this thing
that's where you come in. I exude vinegar.
Yes, you do. Seems to be fermenting on you. Right, very well. I guess we'll enter.
All right, go in the store.
You face plant into the glass door.
I'll knock on the door and
It's a pull door, Severino.
No, it's locked door. It's not. It's late. You ain't open for business. You knock on the door and you hear a muffled Speta. Wait, Speta. And in a minute or two, this man threads his way through the store and he comes up to the door. He's got a smoking jacket over his clothes and he looks like he'd been enjoying a nice grappa by the fireplace, and you guys have very rudely interrupted him on his night at home. He looks like he's in his late 40s, mustache, shopkeeper.
Yep.
With a bit of an edge to him. He stands behind the door and looks at you. Can I help you?
Yes, we had heard you've got some interesting things for sale. Antonio, is it?
See?
I'll sort of step aside a bit so you can have a look at Dr. Bennett. Hopefully his mind goes, money, you know.
I think that's a very fair assessment, and he does look
Bennett
at
Bennett dramatically flips out like a pocket watch.
Okay. And he unlocks the door and opens it. Come in.
Thank you for seeing us at this inconvenient hour. We were just, we've been looking for something different to buy. With a couple of different types of things. And something that's not in the usual markets. That's why we were recommended to come and talk to you. We were told you have good quality stuff. Something along the lines of weapons and something along the lines of like religious or faith items and stuff. We've got people in mind we want to buy things for.
He's not going to say anything. He just walks around behind the counter and he picks up a book of matches and strikes one and starts lighting the lanterns around just to bring some illumination up.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I've got everything you want and more. It's all on the shelf. Feel free to browse.
All right.
Plenty of church relics and stuff here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. We'll have a look around. We'll browse.
Yeah, and Bennett, I think Bennett, if he can, he'll take one of the candles or whatever, something, or one of the lanterns off the wall, and he's moving around, more pretending honestly to look at things than actually look at things, because there's no way what we're looking for is on a shelf. And he will eventually say, perhaps there's been, in the most British accent he can muster.
Oh, that'll help.
Yeah. Perhaps there's been a misunderstanding. I've come a long way to view your goods, and I heard that you would have some of the most unique pieces available, not any sort of gestures to the shelves, the usual riffraff.
He nods his head and he's making eye contact. He's like, yeah, you guys are reading between the lines. Well, I'm sure you can understand that some select items are kept safe, lest the Carabiniere come and find things they're not supposed to. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, but neither of us have any interest in them getting involved.
No. That's very bad for business.
But yes, well, what is it? Perhaps that now that we have seen each other, we can dispense with this, and you can show me to the stuff that might actually.
You know why I know you're not a Carabiniere?
Too rich.
Too English. He'll walk.
Guilty. Bennett will say.
He'll walk to an armoire that's along the wall in the section that you browse in, and he pulls out a few items off the shelf, and then he presses the wooden panel at the back of the shelf and it springs open, and he pulls out a velvet box and he opens it up, and it's full of jewelry with diamonds and emeralds and rubies. And is this what you're after for the lady, the wife, or even the mistress?
No. The bit about weapons and relics was, faith items was absolutely true. We just didn't want anything that anyone can buy. We want something interesting, something better.
Weapons and faith items. That's a little bit trickier, but I can help you out with that too. And he goes to another little secret stash and he pulls out 3 swords that are iron and crumbly, but you can still see some patination on them. This the sort of thing you're after? It's old, it's ancient, probably kept from Hallstatt.
I think Bennett will take a step closer and go closer. But
How about you tell me what you're after instead of this fishing expedition, huh? Time is short, and so's my temper.
do you know of saints of the church?
Signore, if I stepped inside a church, no doubt God would strike me down where I stand.
A chance the same might happen to me, which is why I come to you instead of to a priest. I am looking for a relic of a saint, and I know for a fact it's moving through the city, and I hope that someone as distinguished as you would be involved in that.
I may have heard something. But that, my dear, is where we're going to leave it for tonight. So, oh, come on. Who doesn't love a good cliffhanger? So, Sharon, Blake, and Jim, thank you once again for another great little session. And I guess we'll see you next week. Or maybe a few more answers. Maybe a few more red herrings. We shall see. Thank you all. Have a good night. Ciao.